Hey gang, welcome to, guess what? Today's the lunar eclipse full moon. Some places say it started yesterday, March 24th, but today is March 25th. And so this lunar eclipse is the start of so much different energy. It's like the new year in the moon cycle. And so this is a time when everything starts to align and what we are promised that somehow what we're doing here in this universe. And so we, especially when I say we, is when we have people that have higher frequency. And during the new moon, it was the super new moon. So when it's black, and sometimes we get these things that we have to break through, like the cobwebs of things. And for me, it was Lily with all these moving around and, traveling with, and also all this dust of wind, all these things I've been getting. And not only me, a lot of people have been getting itchy, irritating skin. And hey, and I just kept on soaking myself in my miracle micro bubble, you know, bath system. You can turn it either into a shower or you can actually make it into a deep soak cleansing spa day at home. You can use it for your whole entire family, or guess what? My tomatoes are blooming so beautifully. Look at this. It's so healthy and strong. And look at that. And this is all powered by micro bubble water, because it creates negative ion, and negative ion. I mean, this doesn't do justice on the color. I can't wait to eat them. So anyways, going back is um this March full moon is really bringing you together to start seeing what the alignment and really respecting your changes that's going to start to happen. I mean, it's it's already, some people still live in this divide and conquer, and you got to you got to pick side of whose team you're on, or that side or this side, or if you're on this side, I can't jump over the fence on this side. And so, there's a lot of that going on. Either it's politically, whether it's sports, whether it's whatever, school and everyday life, or even at work, or even through friends and family. So there's a high energy of that, moving around, because some people are just saying, hey, you know what? Um, I have my own journey. I need to do what I was really meant to do on this earth. And that's where this higher frequency of what your intention are here on earth. Does that make sense? Because March is like spring is coming, but spring has its own way. It can't just jump from winter, because some places it's still snowing and blizzarding, and some places are, nice and shiny. And so that's also going to be part of what's happening in 2024, because we got so much frequency of changes that is now, I mean, it's man-made weather that's coming through, whether it's the rain cloud, or whether it's the snow cloud, or whether it's whatever that they're changing. It's really start to affect us through our biggest organ, which is the skin, that acts like the third kidney. So you can learn more, because I don't want to keep on talking about that, but cocajor.com. And by the way, I'm Monica, the owner and founder of Cocajor, and that's why I love to do this Cocajor Corner, because it really talks about the different kind of energy that is really out there, and how to use this frequency of literally the moon cycle and getting the enough nutrition, because the way we all move, whether it's, some people say the earth is flat, the earth is round, but we need to start to use this way of energy and how to really manifest things to go in. We can manifest and say, hey, I want a lot of money, I want to do a lot of this. And some people may just manifest of having a great load of food to manifest. It's really is putting it into alignment. So this is month, going back, is the vortex of alignment. And so, there's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot of noises from the outer world, but really, what really brings us together is really purifying ourselves. Whether you do meditation, because I got to get back to doing yoga. Today, I just started the thing where from last week, because I was like, literally on a Thursday, my head was about to explode. Like, just so many things to start to happen, layers after layers after layer. And when that happened, I can't see myself because it gets so much things going on that I fog myself to see the mirror. And if that mirror hurts someone and say things that it's not me, and that sometimes that happens. And when it does, it's time to just step back from everything. And we look at the mirror of what the voices of what people are saying and how to improve ourselves to be a better you. Because every day, we born into this beautiful world and we're all not perfect. But in order to thrive more of your identity and who you really want to be, and how really, at the end of the day, who you and what you want really becomes into your, as we say, your business card, your reputation, and how you seek your life with that energy that's around you. So if you feel that there are energy suckers that only want their attention, and they have their own issues, whether they are bipolar and they keep on being wishy-washy people, and there's some people that are very quite demanding, and some people who feel entitled, and some people who just be nice and understanding. And we all have to, that's the best thing that we can do. Whether we are working 9 to 5, or whether we have our own business, or whether we are an entrepreneur, we all don't know what they're going through every single day, because, in this world, it's just getting crazy on how expensive life is. I was just talking to this one person who does HR, and we were just talking about so many things in so different, I would say, cubby holes or cabinets of things, that how much we have to relate in customer service and how much we relate in our everyday lifestyle. And so these are the pinnacle points that we really need to kind of focus, pick up. Full moon are the time that what no longer serves you. See the reflection of yourself and what is important. Should we spend so many times on somebody who may just feel that they entitled, that they can just, you know, demand things and get what they want, or just do things, that's part of learning and growing and feeling the adjustment of growing pain, right? And so we have to go through all of these pain and all of this. And if we keep on ignoring, we won't learn our lesson. The best way I learn my lesson, say, you know what? How can I help you? Or what is going wrong? People can be, oh, you're such a bitch, or, oh, you're not listening to me, or, you know, 10,001 words are flying through the door, and you're just so disfocused because you're not getting you. You're not getting your exercise. You're not getting your meal that you need. You're not getting your nutrients. You're not looking after yourself. These are the things that we have to put into alignment. And that's when I'm saying that this vortex, the vortex doesn't sometimes, when we feel the thing is going to be the boom, it's going to start to flow down the river. And if you're not there, you're going to get washed out, and some may or may not survive. And just like the last week, Friday, when I was walking, it was such an interesting walk because, yeah, it was far. I walked probably 5 miles today. I probably walk about 8 miles. I mean, I become the Forrest Gump that I keep on walking because I'm so used to walking with my dog. I used to walk her like 4 times a day out in LA. And sometimes, the traffic out there, and I was very lucky to live very close to Cedars-Sinai, to the hospitals, to places that I just walk there to get to my appointment much faster and less less time of worrying about parking and everything else. So, once again, it's really putting back your heart, your soul, and most of all, your health back into alignment. Because if we keep on bringing in the bad energy of, oh, well, I don't feel good. Oh, I'm losing my hair, I'm losing my teeth, I'm losing my bone density, I'm losing my, you know, fat, whatever, and sometimes fat is need to be good. Sometimes we need flexibility. Sometimes we need the extra cushion, you know. And so all of this is really about what serves you, what no longer serves you. That's what full moon is. And don't forget, especially tonight, I've been starting it from yesterday, moving it, my crystals, and it's already out there, and tonight I'm going to burn my Japanese New Year thing that I've been holding on to. But really today is, like I said, the alignment where everything starts to come together. It's like the new moon, it's like the moon New Year's, and so that's a great thing about where I live. I get to see the whole entire shebang. I mean, it's like boom, that goes all around. It turns dark, it comes around, and the full moon's right there by Cocoa Head. So I'm very fortunate. And so I need to get back into what I need to do for my scheduling. And I'm pretty much have my 2024 aligned. We need to bring in that foundation because at the end of this month, the first quarter is over. April 1st is not April Fool's Day because we have our taxes due. We have a lot of things that we need to get in order. And most of all, one of many bad habits I have is really just saying it's okay about the money. I feel for them because I know how it is, but a lot of us is like that. And whether you are in Hawaii or whether you are in Texas or whether you are in North Carolina, Pennsylvania, things are coming down, because once the full moon starts to happen, all of these entities, such as these bad entities, what I'm saying, meaning that things are not, there's one saying in Hawaii is the if you see it, you know, things may not seem what it's supposed to be. Everything around us is really everyone's decision, how we look at things in very many different perspectives, because I can feel this way and my assistant feels this way, and we may clash because she may not see what I'm seeing, and I'm exhausted. I can't handle it. You're going to push me the buttons. And she does. And she sees it like, I got to get this done. And she's not reading the instruction nor listening to the videos or not paying attention. And and that's where it clashes. And for me is I have a deadline. I have things I need to do for the first quarter in order for me to start bringing in, you know, for the second quarter. And so I've already got, you know, things lined up with some of my associates out there that I made connection in the first quarter. And usually business decision comes flowing into the next quarter. And so it's the same thing. We use that system in our life too, because whether we like it or not, somehow this world is really revolving in how the government works, how the rich works, how they need to hit certain quotas, hit certain things for certain allocation to happen, money to move, people to do and pay expense and so forth. So be very conscious, be very money wise, and don't overspend things that is not necessary. Keep in budget, keep in alignment, you know, think out of the box and make sure, think what is good for the long run. And I tell that all the time to people because, hey, sometimes we don't know what kind of airborne that's out there that can harm us and give us most of our gut health issues. I see a lot of people going through that, and that's the start of all these nasty itchiness because it doesn't bring in the immune system. So that's a whole different animal talking about that. But anyways, getting back to what to expect in this full moon are three things. Getting ready for the vortex alignment. In order for you to do that, you have to accept bad, because that floodgate, when it opens, it's going to wash away. I was just watching the mole people, and there are people that literally live under the tunnel that where all the water goes drained right out. And I know exactly where I seen it because, in Vegas by the Rio Hotel underneath, there's a huge one. And there's like 2,000 people live under there. And it's pretty scary. I mean, it's just, you can see that on YouTube. I just happened to see that the other night because I was like, oh, I know where it is. It's weird. And I know where it is out here in Hawaii Kai too. So it is real. It is the reality. And there's a huge one on South King Street over there where somebody got swept away as well too. And I don't know if they pass away or end up in emergency. So that is like different kind of world of what's happening around us. People are changing their ways of how, the world is turning into. You never expected that. So anyways, that is part of what the cycle that we're going to be going in the next 3 days. The other thing is making sure that you recharge your crystals out there because it is the lunar eclipse. This is a very strong time for us to really take us up to the higher intent, whatever is around you. Don't get sucked into it, whether it's drama, whether it's politics, whether it's whatever the news and stuff. Stay focused, because if you get clogged up in that vortex, it may take you south or it may take you the other direction. And so really comfort yourself. Use a lot, because I use a lot of salt lamps, as you can see, the Himalaya lamps. And those are really something that really protects and purify, like where you are. And make sure that you get the real Himalaya candles, and or just even get some. I always use Hawaiian salt, and really use that, because the mirror reflections, and that is something, a course that I used to have before online, and I'll write a little bit about that, mirror session, and how you can align yourself. And I might have something on my YouTube, but anyway, just don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and finally, those are some of the things that is super important because we're going to this tunnel, this funnel, like I mentioned, because it came from that strong energy. When I say that strong energy, it's like a cancerous energy, and it did come, true because now we have King Charles and now Kate Middleton going through some kind of cancer thing, and I wish them well. And many people I said, it's going to pass away, and you know, my uncle passed away just last week, Monday as well, too. So there's a lot of these changes that is part of life. And so we need to really stay conscious about our health. And that's why the medical microbubble machine is so good, because it takes away all these unnecessary chemicals. Even when we get itchy, take a deep soak and hola. So stay tuned for Mokurkajor Corner. I'm putting together a lot of videos that happened back last month, and I'm ready to rock and roll to show you for the next quarter coming up April 1st. There's a lot of energy, and get ready for the new ways of life that's going to start to change. And don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. Aloha.